'Twas the month after Christmas, and up at the pole, the big man was baffled, still searching his soul. His annual travels had seemed such a chore, and both belly and spirits hung low near the floor. The elves all but vanished late Christmas Eve to take full advantage of their 5-week leave. Without a worry in the world, they boarded Arctic air, seeking tropical beauties with long brown hair and the chance to breathe easy away from the boss who'd been bathing in eggnog since Gore's legal laws. Now Santa certainly, though he's based in the snow, is a man of the world, but not many folks know he spends Aprils in Paris as famed Pere Noel, studying toy fashion trends which Barbies sell. Made business is books and he keeps a low profile. He slips on dark shades as he reads by the Nile. Then it's back to the missus for 3 months at most before heading on down to the Florida coast. These Americans, he decided, consume all the year, day and night, non-stop, so he'd spend some time here to know what's worth giving, or at least spot cheap trends. He'd sweet talk the elves, set up shop, and then bend 1 or 2 U.S. rules to manufacture his bounty. And who has heard if he sunbathed in Palm Beach County? So way back in '82, his second factory was built and production soon grew. But so did his guilt. Saint Nick said to himself, I'm not selling the dolls. I put up with their parades and I'm mugging their malls. I do special promos for their big and tall stores. In fact, come November, I'm an advertising whore. And I'm a legal alien with a Florida zip. So why should I give a flip about citizenship? The fact was he did, and in early '85 he went down to the White House to lay down his jive. He approached Ronald Reagan and campaigned for hours. It's a perfect union, hell, we're both superpowers. With one small difference, we both have our charms, only I deal Legos and you deal arms. The actor couldn't argue, so slipping on a quote granted Santa life, liberty, and the pursuit of a vote. The fat man in red, he did visibly wince. He shook the fool's hand and voted Democrat since. And everything was jolly till this November last, when Catherine Harris and her cohorts dug up Santa's sordid past. Father Christmas, we find, had his own Watergate. One dark December night, in fact Christmas '68, delivering in Dallas, he not 1 but 2 sacks, and his eyes were as red as his fur coat and slacks. Nearing the mayor's mansion, his throat was quite dry. He got lost in the chimney, somehow still flying high. As he filled the fine family stockings of silk, it was clear he'd be craving more than cookies and milk. Santa emptied the kitchen, then chuckling with glee, removed every candy cane from that colorful tree. He fell fast asleep on the family room floor with a ho-ho in his left hand and a roof-rattling snore. The mayor tiptoed downstairs with the optimistic hope that he'd get to use his shotgun. He'd had to retire the rope. Thankfully, the cowboy knew no lawyer's misdirection would excuse large holes in that red suit. There'd be no re-election. Reluctantly, he rambled off to call the good old boys, who gladly grabbed the Whitebeard's bags, the larger luckily filled with toys. They woke Kris Kringle up, they hauled him off the court. The judge there loved the hanging, considered it a sport, and tried to start a fire where there was only smoke. But possession isn't arson when the mighty take a toke. That red suit, judge lamented, if it were only green fur, would warrant 10 to 20 years instead of misdemeanor. So the suit stayed sound and the charge remained minor until several months ago, when Cat Harris, the hardliner, decided Bush must win the race by methods so obscene. Brother Jeb, he did turn red when they dyed the fat man green. His suit, that is. Many others found out election day their fashion sense was criminal. They would not hit the play in the process called democracy. And so the basic truth is that Santa did not sit that day inside a voting booth.